Hello everybody, welcome to this amazing game of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Today we're playing Doctor Strange and Jedah, as our main team is comprised of such. I'm thinking about swapping out Jedah and getting a few other characters learned. I really want to learn Firebrand, which I think will be pretty fun and great to go with Doctor Strange. Now, before we get into this, I am only facing this one opponent for 3 games in this video. I had a lot of games today, but this was one of my favorites. There was Dante and a character I don't see too much, Hager. So let's jump into it. Alright, so this was a very fun set of games. I've gotten a lot better with Doctor Strange and Jedah. I've gotten my executions out. I say that as I get pummeled by Dante. But maybe we could talk about a little more about this game and the history that I've had with it. Marvel vs. Capcom is a series so far that has about 3.5 entries. Now I say and a half because there was Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and then Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Now there was massive changes between 3 and the Ultimate Edition. It wasn't just like an expansion of characters, but they changed a lot. And so I call it 3.5. So Marvel vs. Capcom 1, I didn't like too much. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, again, didn't like too much. I didn't like the fight style back then, and I just felt it was really weird with light punch, light kick, head punch, heavy kick. I didn't understand it at the time. I was really young. So getting into Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that was the first time that I really devoted myself to fighting games, and it was that easy to learn, but there was a lot to go with as far as, you know, learning fighting games, and I learned a lot from it. Now, when jumping into Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, it's different because it goes back to the way number 1 was, where you have 2 characters instead of 3, and it's light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick, and it's really different when you've learned Doctor Strange in a different manner. Like, the buttons used to be light, medium, heavy. There was no light kick, heavy kick. It was just light, medium, heavy, and your attack was light, medium, or heavy. So when you did abilities, there were 3 different versions. Now in this, obviously, there's not 3, there's only 2, light and heavy. So it makes a big difference on a lot of characters because now they all have different moves and how it all works. So coming into this, you might notice that I've been teleporting after the Bolts of Balthak. Doctor Strange can utilize teleports after using projectiles, and it helps him zone and mix up people on his own, to which I need to get used to, which I got wrecked. So I'm going to have to rely on Jedah here to finish the game, which I'm not sure how he's going to do that, but maybe he can handle it. So coming into this, I used to have a team that was not like what I have now. I was Phoenix Wright player with Frank West and Amadeus, which Frank West was great, and again, the game is so different from what it used to be that I don't like it. I can't play Frank anymore. And we came back beautifully in this game. Oh my goodness. This is exactly why I picked this guy. That fight was so intense, and the fact that it even came out was amazing. And that's what I love about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. In Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you have 1 hit and your character is dead. The combos, everyone learned combos that would 1 hit. There was always a way to secure a kill on a character that got hit, and Dante, Virgil, Zero, Doctor Doom, Magneto were all characters used to do this very often. However, in this game, they changed quite a bit that alters the mechanics of combos. For example, hit stun is determined based on how much damage is dealt instead of combo length and what type of attack. So it pretty much ensures that you don't go from 100 to 0 at the beginning of the game on 1 hit. But I mean, there are some interesting mix-ups, and I myself have not learned them. I'm still doing quite a bit to get them done, but you know, I'm doing my best with what I've got. Probably one of my favorite things about this game is just how you can approach each match, because I've seen people play completely differently, where you spam your stone ability and just keep taking out teammates. I've seen players just totally dominate with a single character, no tagging. getting some awesome combos in there. And to be honest, I think this is probably one of my favorite fighting games ever, simply because it's easier to get into. I may have had to relearn characters, but I definitely had an easier time getting into this game, and I absolutely recommend it to anybody. So with that drill attack you saw earlier, I whiffed the low heavy attack, which would normally pick them up back off the floor. And knowing how to pick people up off the floor makes all the difference when extending your combos. So Doctor Strange, using a low heavy kick, sweeps the ground to help pick them up, which I had made a mistake. And I tend to do that, but I've gotten my executions out a little better, my zoning's a lot better. And I'm trying to do a Bolts of Ball effect setup where I hold them down and then get this command grab that throws them out. Now, unfortunately, at the time of playing this, I made that mistake, but I also don't know how to follow up that command grab. There is a way. There are several methods you could do to follow it up, but I am not so good with Jedah yet, and I'm thinking about dropping Jedah in truth. And I do intend to do other characters. I think I'm bringing Firebrand in, but he's hard to play. It's like really, really difficult. And I keep trying to cast it and it gets me in a lot of trouble. Oh, that fireball to the rescue, but I didn't sweep my opponent, so I ended up taking a couple hits. That teleport cancel, and I missed my own launcher, and then I missed the command grab because he ended up not blocking. And what I'm going to do against a Hager is beyond me, but we'll find out. I do enjoy Jedah, but I don't think Jedah is going to be on my team forever. I'm not sure how well he actually goes with my playstyle, because I think I need a rushdown character, or I need a character that can follow up properly with Doctor Strange. For example, if I had Hager, who could actually do several types of command grabs instead of just the one out of flight with Jedah, I could probably control the situation a little better. And there we go, I got defeated by that beautiful Hager. You also know I'm rank 11. I'm not sure what the highest rank is, but the highest ranking player currently is only rank 8, which is shocking. So I'm trying to get up there. I'm number 148 on the leaderboards as far as rank goes. So I got a little bit to go before I get up there, but I feel like I'm doing alright. There's a lot more I can learn, and there's characters I need to learn about. Tons of characters have unique abilities and properties that I don't particularly understand. Now, I messed up there. I should have just gone to Bolts of Balthak. I accidentally did a Daggers of Danak, which shot out that little green circle and kind of dropped the combo. But I've been having the most fun with Doctor Strange. He plays in a style that's unique. You set up through projectiles and have to outwit your opponent while also keeping yourself safe. But of course, characters who rush down or beat through your projectiles makes it a little rough. And I really hope that you guys out there give this game a chance. There's been a lot of complaints of graphics or, you know, the game not being fun, but I gotta tell you, no matter how bad the graphics are, this is probably like the most fun fighting game I've ever had. It is crazy, and it is not that hard to pick up. And if you've never gotten into a fighting game, or you've always been bad at fighting games, this is the game to pick up and begin learning, because it will help you. And if you need teaching, I mean, I am more than happy to make beginner tutorial guides, because I'm no pro, and I know there's tons of people out there who far better than me, but maybe I can just get some basics out there to help you guys at least just get your foot in the door and then approach a more advanced combo set. One of the big things too is not only do you have to pick 2 characters, but I really do recommend, if you do pick this game up, pick 2 characters, but also pick 1 stone to learn. It makes all the difference when it comes down to playstyle. I ended up losing Doctor Strange anyways, and it seems like I might lose Jedah. Oh, never mind, we got Doctor Strange back. So again, it should be Bolts of Balthak, and then Jedah should be handling the situation, but I think I went with the teleport. Well, that'll about just wrap up this video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you pick this game up, let me know down below. I don't mind having a sparring partner on PC. And as always, good game.